It was winter time, and all the engines were approving to see the winter. That day, James and Edward were in the sheds. Just then the manager arrived. "It's gonna snow," Edward said. "Snow's useless," James said. "We need our snowplows," Thomas said. "Is always a nuisance about snow." Just then the manager arrived. "I've got an important job for all of you. Thomas, you're supposed to help Henry with a passenger train. Edward, you're supposed to take some coal up to the hill station." So Thomas and Edward went off, and he looked at the big red bee. "I've got a special job for you. You're supposed to take cargo and then come back, take some coal." "What?" said James. He couldn't believe what he had heard, and he huffed away. James huffed along, and then he saw Edward at the junction with coal. "You should be at the station by now." "I know. I got held up at this station. I have to wait for Thomas to come past with his passing with Henry." And soon he found out Thomas was pushing Henry. "Oh, this is heavy. Heavy Henry." James laughed. He thought it was a joke. "And you're late too, because I'm starting now. You should be going now." "Ah, I'm late," said James. James hurried along and took the main line junction. He didn't know. When he coupled up, he waited patiently for Toby to go past. Toby was coming past. "Hurry, I've got to clear the lines," he said. James heard the car's whistle and set it off. He chuffed along the line. He came out of the tunnel and went into a snowdrift. "Oh no, what am I going to do now?" Toby wondered where James was, so he went to the rescue to see if he was all right. He came to the tunnel and saw him on the other side. He was in a snowdrift. "How did you do that?" "You didn't clear the lines." "Oh, I took this line and it was fine." Then they heard a familiar sound. It was Terence. "Did you make the snowdrift, Terence?" "Yes." "Ah, no." "Don't worry, James. I'll get you back on the rails." So Toby backed up and took the cargo. The points were switched and Toby took the main line. He dropped the cargo off and the points were switched and went down to get Edward. "James has had an accident in the snow. We must get him out of there." And the two engines shut it off. Once was switched and he finally found James. Toby and Edward backed up to James and they heaved him out gently back to the sheds. They went down and down. They reached the top station. When they reached the top station, they chuffed up. And then they changed tracks and went back to the sheds. Toby was first. Then Edward placed. And then James was being mended at the works, while Thomas and Henry came back. And then they saw James. They made a joke. "Look, it's the big red nose. Got stuck in the snow."
Well done, James.